So what's the crack?
Just finishing off dinner.
Dinner? What are we having?
Everything's going swimmingly. All day Dan's been asking, can I have a bit of that? Can I have a bit of that? Can I have a bit? No.
She's not let me put anything between my lips all day.
Well, not this dinner, no. You'll have a dinner when we're doing it. So, yeah, we've got...
I'm starving.
Got our guests very shortly. I'm a little bit panicky because the oven isn't working quite like it should be. So I hope things ain't going to be delayed.
They can't be delayed, Mazzy. I can't wait any longer. It's like 25 to 5 at night. I haven't eaten all day.
Yeah, supposed to be dishing up at 5. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
There you go, darling.
Just checking.
Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. Who says I don't cook anything? Beautiful.
Oh. Yeah, get in there.
What's
you know, Dad's moaning the other day about me putting curry and rice and stuff wrongly on his plate. I was saving me Yorkshire pudding, he's put it in the trash. Not happy. Get in there.
Well, you'll have to have one of your other 3 Yorkshire puddings, won't you?
There ain't none left. Oh yeah, alright. Sorry.
I think he's taking a mick out of you, Baz.
I know.
I've done amazing here. I wouldn't normally do this.
I didn't.
Cooked, cleaned up. All I have to do now is washing up.
Did it all without moving his hands.
Good evening and welcome to Travel Trolls TV. Do we get a good evening from Mazzy?
It's morning.
Yeah, but it's their evening.
Good evening.
Hello everybody, how are you today? Full of it today. It's not often I get energy, but I've got some today. Right, watched Neil and Emma's video last night cleaning out their waste tank. Now they've got a camper van and they had to take their whole box out, and the amount of muck what came out of the tank, it really opened your eyes, and I can guarantee everyone's tanks are just like that, ours included. Now the difference with ours is you can get to the top of the tank and you can swill it out, which we do, but today I'm going to try and do it properly. Put me in mood, Mazzy.
Properly?
Well, I'm gonna do all water stuff today.
How are you going to do it properly?
I might even take the U-bend off the sink.
If you do that, you're going to break the seals. The seals are going to not seal properly.
Trust me. I know what I'm doing. Right, first we're going to talk about hoses. Something I do know about and I can give a bit of advice on. Come with me. Away from these evil eyes. I'm getting evils here. Yep, Mazzy is full of confidence in me today. All she said is if you break it, you fix it. Which basically means she's no confidence in me. Don't touch what you don't know. So I might not be changing the U-bend, doing the U-bend. I don't know yet. Anyway, let's get on to hoses. Right. This is our new cheap hose. I'll get into that in a minute. I want to get the other one out just to compare a few things for you. Another cheap hose, and then I'll discuss these and their connectors. So if you're looking at getting a new hose for the motorhome world I'm talking about, or camper van world, you want, I would say, 15 metres. You don't want any smaller than that. You don't want it too big because it'll take too much room up in your garage. But at least 15 metres, I would say. This one is 10 metres, not quite long enough. We've already been on a couple of sites and we've managed to fill it up, but you have to get quite close to the, you can't wrap it around the van very easily from a tap. So I'd say 15 if you can get it, or above. Thickness. There's 2 different thicknesses of hose. One is your standard, like hose lock, Gardena, proper hose, proper garden hose. They're the ones you really want, but it means more bulk. And that's why I've been going for these skinnier hoses, because they don't take up much room. Look at the size of this thing. It is tiny. That is perfect for the back of the van. It's doing the job. The connectors have let me down. They're alright, but it does kink badly. If I could be bothered, I should get a proper... I'd get a proper Gardena hose. That's what I'd get. But I'm not. Anyway, we've got these. So the difference being with these is instead of a standard, like the hose lock connectors you get on the end, this has got like a reducer, because it's a very, very skinny hose inside here. It's even skinnier than this one actually, is that. So they've got reducers on to reduce the size of it. Problem with that is, you are stuck with this. You can't buy these in hose lock or Gardena. They're not going to fit properly. So you're stuck with that, and if that goes, the whole thing is pretty useless. Another thing you should be doing is getting food grade hose, which I don't bother about. The reason being, you can get little tiny plastic particles coming off the hose, which goes into your mouth as you're drinking it. You don't want that, obviously. With the food grade hoses, that doesn't happen. They're safer, they're better for drinking water and things like that. You should be using that, really. Doesn't bother me, I'm not that fussed, so I just use a normal one. So let's get on to connectors. Now, on a campsite, 99% of campsites have brass taps on them. Brass taps, what you really should be having is a brass connector. If you have a brass connector on there, you really should be having a brass connector here. They're made for each other, right? This is very important. So when you go to a tap, if you see a black one like this, it's not hose lock, it's not Gardena, it's for an obscure company you've never heard of, and there's a very good chance when you put your hose on there, it's going to start squirting out at the side. Nothing you can do about it, just a fraction of a millimetre difference in size, which is why you want to be getting the same companies of each. Now, what you will see on most is hose lock, which is the yellow ones at the campsites, sometimes orange, which is Gardena. The best ones, if you're going to go for plastic, are Gardena. They're actually better than hose lock. But then the problem is, most people use hose lock because they're slightly cheaper. So you getting Gardena is fantastic for your system, but if you go anywhere else and they've got hose lock connectors on, it's not going to fit perfectly, and most people won't have Gardena. So it's a catch-22 really. So if you want to stick with what most people have, go with hose lock, the yellow ones. But ideally, what you want to do in the camping world is get brass connectors. That's what they're made for. They're made for brass taps. So the problem I've got is I have got these kind of hoses, these tiny ones. I can't believe how thin this is. You know the hose which we put on the diesel tank the other day? It's about that thick. Really thin hose in there. So yeah, I have no options. I have to use this connector on there. All I can do is try and, except when I'm turning this on, look, it's not even clicking properly, so I need to work on that. Turn it on. Okay, it's not leaking. Yep, see the leak just come down there? It's leaking slightly. So I just need to try and tighten them up a bit there. Let's have a look at the other side. Because this was leaking the other day. Yep, it's coming out of the end there. Shouldn't be happening. So this is brand new, I haven't looked at it yet, so I just need to tighten all them as much as I can, and it'll have to do. Because I want to take this inside there to clean, but I can't if it's going to be leaking out of the end. I know this video's starting off a bit boring, I'm sorry, it's a bit of a serious subject. Right, let me tighten these and see, look. See what I mean?
And proper good morning from me. Right, my side of the story on this one. Right, what I did say is to Dan, once you take those seals off your U-bend, you're more than likely going to end up with a leak, unless if you're going to replace the seals again. So I made that clear to him off camera, and I said, if that's the case, then you've got to pay for it and sort it out. So whether he takes a chance or not, I don't know. So I'm going to clean my drawers out anyway so he can get in there. To be fair, they needed a clean out anyway. And as for the waste water tank, as a lot of you will know, I always am flushing that through. But without putting the van, let's say it straight, up like that, up on ramps on the front, you never really fully get the whole crap out of it, basically. So yeah, that's all I said to Dan, that the 2 front wheels are going to have to go up on ramps just to get that angle so it will drain properly. Yeah, it can do with a good flush through, but that's what happens when you sit stagnant for some time. And all motorists, whether you want to admit it or not admit it, but all motorists have this problem with their waste tank. Don't get me wrong, ours is okay sort of at the minute really anyway, but there's no harm in just refreshing it anyway. So I have no idea what Dan is going to do, whether he's going to continue with these 2 jobs. In the meantime, I'm going to clean the drawers so we can clean my U-bend.
There is one thing in the world which hates the cold more than me. Batteries. Batteries absolutely detest the cold, and they go flat very, very easily. Now, we stay on a campsite here. It's, you know, it's winter at the moment, but it's always full of motorhomes and cars, and constantly having people with flat batteries and can't get started. So you need a battery charger. Everyone should have a battery charger, a jump starter in their van in case of emergencies. Not just for you, in case you see anyone in trouble, you can always help them out then. So I was very happy when I've received this from, is it grepro? Jump starter. We're going to open this, see what you get in the box, and hopefully we can find a dead battery. I've got one in mind, and give it a test, see if this thing works. So the first thing I'm noticing about this is the size. It's very, very small for the power this thing has got. 3,000 amps. Now, I've had ones like this before. I've had 3,000 and 4,000, double the size of this. So the fact it's so small is a massive plus to start with. So let's get in the box and see exactly what we've got. So you've got a nice little pouch for it to come in. As I say, just keep that in the garage of your motorhome, in the back of your van or your car. You're not even going to notice the space it takes up, but it could save you big time. So let's get inside. Everything out of the pouch. Yeah, nice little pouch that. Can't go wrong with that. So here is the actual unit. Look at the size of it. And that is 3,000 amps, which will start pretty much anything. It's definitely going to start our motorhome, it'll start any lawn mowers, should do a lot of big vans, lorries possibly, any car, definitely any car. So yeah, we're going to take a good look at that in a moment. You've got your user manual, you get your positive and negative crocodile clips to put on the batteries, with a little thing here, so I'm guessing this is going to go into the unit. And it seems to have a little boost button there. We'll look into that in a moment. And then you've got a cigarette lighter cable and a USB-C to USB-C. So taking a look around this tiny little unit, we have got a compass on one side of it, which is correct. North is that way. Could come in handy, I suppose, in some kind of emergencies. You never know. We have got a torch on the other side. Let's just try and get this torch on. There we go. So you can have constantly flashing. You can have an SOS signal, which I always like on a product like this. Or you can have it constantly on. So that's useful. So as much as it is a jump starter, you could use this as a torch as well if you ever need to go under the bonnet and just check anything out. So that's handy. One thing I really love about this is its ease of use. Now, I'm not very good when it comes to things like this. I constantly forget which is positive and negative, which to put it on. If you're lucky, you've got a plus and a minus on the battery, but sometimes you can't always see what that is. This says plus and minus on the tops. I'm going to now plug this in. Let's just turn it on. So you turn it on, and here you're not going to see it in this sunlight, but there's actually 4 arrows here, 4 green arrows, which means it's fully charged. If you have it 2, you need to charge it. You don't want to be charging this, you don't want to be trying to use this if you've only got 50% of charge. You need at least 50%. So make sure you've got 3 lights on at least. We've got 4 on, so we're good to go. So I am guessing I just need to plug this into here. Just undo the clip at the end there, plug that in, and there we go, we're good to go. So now we can attach these. I'm going to do this now just on the engine, just to show you something, because it has got a little feature. If you do it wrong, it's going to tell you. On most vehicles you will have your battery inside the bonnet. We don't. Because it's a motorhome, our battery is actually just under here, underneath, next to the driver's seat, but you can attach things here. Now, this is your positive. It's got a plus on top of there, and you use this as your negative. Now, just for this test, I've done it wrong. I've put these the wrong way around, in case you do it wrong. As you can see, the lights now. Look, there's your 4 lights I was talking about. How can you tell if you've done it wrong? Well, here, can you see down there, we have a light. Reverse there, it says it's on red. It should be on correct and green, so we know we've done it wrong. So you don't try it yet. Let's turn these round, see if it makes a difference. So we've swapped them around. We've now got the positive on the positive, the negative on the negative, and it's gone to correct green light. So we're good to go. So now you could start your engine if this battery was flat, and fingers crossed it would start, and I'm sure it would. We've still got the 4 lights on there. So now I do know on campsite we've got a lawnmower which hasn't started for a good 4 months maybe, because it's been winter, but he's going to need that lawnmower again very shortly to start cutting the grass, because it is spring around the corner. So let's go down to the garage, see if we can find the lawnmower, see if we can get it started for him. So I have just spoken to the campsite warden, and the battery is dead on the lawnmower. So let's go see if we can help him out. So this one is the grepro jumpstarter GP181. They do various models, various sizes. There will be links in the description where you can get these from. I believe it's to Amazon. And get yourself one of these. As I said before, it's not just to help you if you're in trouble, you can help somebody else if they're in trouble, which, fingers crossed, we're about to do. Can you hear that? Oh, that's the sound of a battery struggling. Go on, try it again. No, completely dead. It's had it. Okay, let's get linked up and see if we can get this thing started for him. Right, we're all hooked up. The green light is on. Shall we try it again, Dave? There we go. There is a boost button here as well. I'll press that if I have to, but let's try it. Okay. Wow, there we go. The smoke that came out of that then, it's been so long since it started, but it worked, it did the job. Fantastic. You have to have one of these in your life. You've got to have one in storage in the back of your car, just in case of emergencies. Brilliant. We're off and running. What I'm going to do with this one is leave it down here for next time someone on the campsite breaks down, has a flat battery, because it happens at least 6 times in the spring, at least. So we're going to leave that one to help people out. If you'd like one, as I say, look in the description, there will be links to it. But stay tuned, because we're also going to have a giveaway as well. Another little feature of this, if you do need power, just maybe you need to charge your phone or something, it has got USB outputs on there, so that you can just plug your phone into it and get a charge in case of emergencies. So you might be able to hear the lawnmower in the background. He's happy as Larry going around on that now, cutting the grass. As I say, we've left one for the campsite to use. We've got one ourselves. You can win one of these in a future video, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, get down, all links in the description. Get yourself one as an emergency backup. Excellent product. Thank you, grepro. Oh, bad buy, bad buy. Look at the hose on that. That is ridiculous. So I've been playing around, I've been trying to tighten this, get a better grip. I've tried it with different guns on the end. This is not going to be any good for doing inside the van. You just can't stop the leak. This is what happened, you see. Mazzy insisted I get this hose and give it a try. Waiting for her to come out and shout at me.
What did you say? Hold on, what did you say?
I'm just telling him how you insisted that I get this hose and give it a try. But it's not really.
I ain't getting involved.
It's alright for doing outside the van, but I wouldn't trust this inside the van. I just wouldn't trust it.
In other words, just don't bother buying one, yeah?
Yeah, well, no, it's alright for us for cleaning the van.
What do you mean us?
Yeah, not the best purchase I've ever done. I want to check Neil's out again actually, because his looks really good. It's got brass connectors on it. Buy cheap, buy 5 times. That's my take on these stupid things. Anyway, yeah, I'm just going to put this back together. I'm going to have to use this one for my indoor cleaning today. It's not ideal, but it does the job. Problem with this is when it gets cold, it kinks. And when it kinks, you can't get the kinks out because it's so hard as the pipe and it's so thin, you're really struggling to get the water through. But I'll be using that today. Gutted. Gutted. You know, you try to do something, save a bit of money. Well, that's it then. Now another thing I've noticed about this is you turn the tap off and it still takes about 4 minutes before water stops coming out. That's it. I don't know if I can even be bothered trying to get that back on there. The teeth on the connector are so poor. I don't know if that'll have a grip again. Did you like his other hose? His little one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think we'll use that one from now on.
You prat. Honey!
What?
Come on.
What?
I want my U-bend cleaning.
Yeah?
Yeah. Right, you're gonna have to pull this drawer out. I haven't cleaned the bottom drawer, but that's if you can just pull that, because we're gonna see how much crud we've got in our pipes, aren't we, babe? And we're not ashamed to show it.
I can't remember how to do it. There's a little catch somewhere, isn't there?
Yeah.
This might take me a few minutes, Mazzy.
I haven't cleaned properly, but
I can't remember where the catch is.
this is how awkward to get this drawer out is. But at least now I can give it a good clean. Just shove it on the chair or somewhere, darling. I've got to clean them throws anyway. Oh my goodness! Look at the crud in there.
Where's U-bend? We haven't even got a U-bend.
Well, there's your trap.
Oh, I don't do traps, I only do U-bends.
You ain't gone to all that for nothing, have you?
I said I'd clean your U-bend out. I don't do traps.
Well, it wasn't just the trap anyway, was it? You were going to give the old pipes a good old...
A good old what?
flush down, weren't you?
Yeah, but that's when I thought there were a U-bend. There ain't a U-bend.
I don't know if you could anyway.
I've never done a U-bend in a trap in my life, Mazzy. Where did you get the idea I could do traps?
Well, you put that one on.
Did I?
Yeah, because we got a whole new plug.
Doubt I put that on. I must have had someone with me.
Oh my heavens, it gets worse. Well, I did know I did need to clean behind here. Right, okay. Right, so the whole point in this is Dan not only wanted to do the trap, but clean the pipes like Neil had.
Yeah, but it don't matter because I don't do traps.
So you're not doing this now then,
No.
after all? Why have you just took that out? Just
So you can give it a really good clean.
Oh, thanks. Is that a pipe off there? Why is that like that, honey?
That'll be from when we fixed it.
Is that meant to be off like that?
Yeah, don't touch anything.
Yeah, I better not.
Anyway, got some cling fill.
That white stuff down there is from when the shower was leaking and it all flushed through. That was proper soaked back then though, wasn't it?
It's dry.
Yeah. Well, I can try and clean up a little bit.
So we've been behind this drawer, and this is the only soft bit, which
Yeah.
is good news really, because it's not water problems at the sides.
Yeah.
So it might just be delaminated there. It might be something and nothing.
Yeah, Neil got his camera at the back at this one the other day.
Yeah, we've got some pizza bases behind.
Yeah.
We need to get them.
We still didn't get them out, did we? To be fair, I don't even know if you could get them out. But anyway, yeah, I'll give this a wipe.
Proper,
Well, I don't know about proper,
Yeah,
but
proper. Let's do it proper.
to be fair, that these two could come out as well. But we'll do one thing at a time then, yeah.
Do it unproper. Do it twice.
Trying to get his own back, isn't he? So funny this, isn't it? How the day started. Dan all saying, "Oh yeah, I'm up for this. I'm up for that." Loads of energy, giving himself loads of jobs. And a matter of fact, all he's done now is given me a load of jobs.
Yeah, but I don't
Thanks,
do
babe.
traps.
Hey,
I don't do traps. I do U-bends, and my hose is broke anyway, so I can't do any more now.
so you're telling me we can't even do the waste tank either after all that?
Well, not with this hose.
Come on then, let's make a start on this. So I've got a sink full of hot soapy water. I wouldn't mind, I got my brand new tracksuit on. I mean, I did wear it yesterday, but it's the wrong colour for this job today, isn't it? To be fair, I did know that all this needed cleaning properly. You know, on your daily sort of surface wipe downs, you know, you just can't get to these sort of areas. Yeah, I think Dan's done me a favour, to be honest. Oh my heavens. This is going to take some time, and to do it all properly I am going to need to take those two drawers out as well. Look at that, look. See that down there like that, look. Look at that. That is minging. Or what can I say? One wipe down. I'm a dirty... Right, forget how filthy we are. Let's just crack on with this.
This is what we're working with. This is ridiculous. This is the problem. This ridiculous white tooth thing is meant to grip the pipe on there so that it never comes off. Them teeth are useless. That is useless. So what I'm going to try and do is melt. I've got a special kind of plastic glue type thing I've never really used. I'm going to try and melt that on so that it can't get off. And once that goes, then that's it. We'll just throw this away because it is useless. So this is the product. Bondic liquid. I can't read it now. But it does work on plumbing things. And what you do, you've got one end here which is like a little glue of some kind, right? So what you do is squeeze that on, which I'll do properly in a minute. I'm just showing you a demonstration. So that just gets squeezed on, and then you turn it round and you turn the blue light on there, like it's like ultraviolet, and it turns it as hard as nails apparently. I don't know how it works, I don't know what it is, it's like magic. So we're going to try that all the way down, round properly.
He's a fantastic young man. I feel like I can't clean the whole shebang without the whole shebang being out, you see.
I don't think I can get this one out.
I want to know what's behind there as such, because there has been a funny whiff when you open these drawers, but that does happen if the wastewater tank is full and
There's a crunchy down there.
A crunchy?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Finders keepers. No, no, no. Losers keepers. I lost that. It does show though. I do need to do all my drawers anyway. I do these often. Just look at the state of. But these are the bits I can't get to. The bits at the side, as grotty as that looks. So I'm really pleased. Every single drawer is out. I'm going to give it a good. Oh God! I nearly fell out the door backwards.
I can't get this one out.
Can't ya?
No.
Oh, that's the main one.
I can't get it out.
Okay.
But you don't need it out.
I do, because I can see all dust under it.
Well, you can get under it.
No, I don't mean under it like that. Can you not see I'm wearing like pale clean clothes?
Well, put some black clothes on.
Everything's removable, isn't it? Let's turn you around. Let's see how this drawer can open or unlatch. It's got to be removable. Dan's saying it's on a screw. I can't see no screws. I don't know what they are, but they don't seem to move. Kind of stops there, but there's nothing there. I don't know. Anything in there? I don't know. Help! Anyway, yeah, I can see loads of. I would prefer if that could come out. Ooh! Let's take a look in there then. What we got? Oh, bag of hula hoops. They'll still be in date because I've only just bought those. It's because my drawer gets full. Let's have a look at this crunchie. Weren't long ago I bought the crunchies, so this can't be a fifth. Oh no, that's out of date. Run out in January. Never mind. Look at the state of this water. Gosh, that's only from the first cupboard. Right, I'm going to have to drain that. There are bits in there, so I've got to be careful that don't go down the plug hole. Let's refresh all this.
I've got a few messages, emails to go through. CM Drake, thank you for this. I have thought about this in the past but not done it. They bought chicken scratch feed for the birds. They love it and it's a lot cheaper and the bag is bigger. So I've looked into that. I found like a sack 20 kilograms for 15 quid on Amazon. But I'll look around, I might get some of that next time because I think the pheasants would really appreciate that and the ducks when they come back. So I might get that next, thank you very much. Tracy and Andrew had an email from them, thank you very much. They've been to Gretna Green.
Oh, yeah.
And Tracy has found our Travel Trolls lock still intact. Thank you very much for that. It's always nice to see us as lock at Gretna Green. And right, this one scared me from my friend Andy. Sent me a picture of a 2024 motorhome. Can I just turn that around? Burnt out, basically. Burnt down.
Really?
Don't know where this was or whose it is. I'm sorry for showing it if you're watching this.
Oh, let's have a look.
Burnt down. And you know how it's happened, Mazzy?
Oh my god.
How they think it's happened. And people have told me.
Batteries.
People have told me, and I've kept saying I'll do it, and I haven't done. I'm going to do it now. Unwinding your electric cable. They reckon they didn't unwind their electric cable and it's set on fire. So I'm going to do that now. I were in bed last night thinking I want to do it now, but it was middle at night when I read it. And since we got this reel, I've been guilty of it. I've been leaving it on the reel, so I'm going to unwind that now. Doesn't feel hot in any kind of way, but don't take any risks. Unwind all your wire. There, feel a lot safer now. I'll never make that mistake again now I've seen that picture, and if that is you who had that motorhome, I am so sorry. I hate to see anything like that. Something I missed yesterday, it was Do a Grouch a Favour Day. I should have helped Neil out, shouldn't I, yesterday? There were a few people commenting on his video, why didn't Dan help you with your water tank cleaning thing? I didn't know he were doing it. He just came over, asked to borrow a piece of plastic, so we'll give him his bread cutter thing. And they said they were filming a video about the tank or something. I didn't realise they were taking it all off and going to all that trouble, otherwise I would have definitely offered to help.
Neil is one of these, he does like to...
He likes to do it himself.
Work by himself, yeah.
He does. I don't know why, especially when I'm around. I don't know why. Don't know why. Lincolnshire. What did I find out? They have found, here in Lincolnshire, a gas field. A gas field which apparently is thought to be worth £112 billion. And if they were going to get all that out, that would power the entire UK for 10 years. Wow! And create thousands of jobs. So that's very interesting. You're clearly going to get a lot of people saying, no, don't be doing that, don't be doing that. But very interesting to know it's there. Right here in Lincolnshire. And last but not least, I've got a picture of a motorhome. Now, I'm going to show you this first and see what you think. It looks incredible. Check this out. Can you see it? Look at that beauty. Now, there's one problem with it. It's not real. It's not actually real. But it's discussing if China really wanted to conquer the motorhoming world over here in the UK, they could make that and sell that for £50,000.
Sell it?
It is beautiful. It's got like a proper Jeep on the front, hasn't it?
Be a lot of money, wouldn't it?
£50,000 they reckon they could do it for. Yeah. China could make that for £50,000.
Yeah, they could make it for 50.
No, sell it. Sell it for 50.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they reckon. Hopefully one day we'll all be driving around in one of them. If someone lends me £49,960. Oh no, we've got some sugar the other day. A little bit more. Well, this is getting ridiculous.
Have you seen the state of it?
I can't move. Absolutely ridiculous.
Hold on, this started off with you because you wanted to clean my U-trap.
All I were going to do is clean the U-bend, but found out we didn't have a U-bend, we've got a trap, so I can't do it. That was the end of it. All you had to do then is shut the drawers, the end, and then we can move on with the video. But you've turned it into something.
You told me to clean that down there, and then to clean that down there I had to clean the other bit. And
we've now run out of time.
Why?
That's end of video pretty much.
Really?
Yeah, we're going to have to carry on doing
it. Finished?
It started.
I know.
Come back tomorrow and we'll do some proper work, because it's just not started very well. The hose didn't work, the U-bend's not a U-bend, and the kitchen's all over the place. So
it's your fault.
Come back tomorrow when I can get in here and clean the pipes properly. Love you all to bits. See you all later. Don't forget, link in the description for the wonderful battery charger, and we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll give away on that soon as well, so keep your eyes open, because
yeah, we've got a few to give away, so we'll be doing that.
It won't be in the title of the giveaway. So.
See you all later.
Bye.
Bye bye.